Okay, apparently there was some technical difficulties on the last Dev Insight video. So, April 5th, Dev Insight replies, the short and sweet. We'll get through them as quickly as possible here. So, we're asking, would it be possible for the team to consider adjusting Lust balance to improve our competitiveness in the current meta? Yeah, Lust used to be meta, especially for the Nightmare 3 and 4 boss, guild boss. Yeah, we've been asking for quite a while to bring to boost Lust's. I don't know what we're gonna do, range, or maybe the amount of targets she hits at once. I'm not too sure. But we've been asking for it for a while because it used to be meta. Everybody loves her. And we just don't use her anymore. Could be said the same for many heroes, but I know Lust has been on that list, and she was the Valentine's Day limited hero. So they're saying we've heard the request for buff for Lust. Our team will they're going to evaluate our kit and priority for the balance adjustments. So they don't even know what they're doing, but they might do something. Question 2: Are there plans to rework some of the underperforming faction specific gears? So they just come out with the Arbiter exclusive gear as well as the Chaotic exclusive gear. Some pretty nice stuff too. The one I can think of would be the Watcher, the healing effect for the Watcher. Wings of Grace is such a great kit. I mean, and the cracked out Wings of Grace gear for healers is so hard to come by. It would be nice if that 8% was like 8% more total healing. Just kind of like the 8% damage. I think it goes on after the fact. The healing effect seems to just increase the healing effect. So if you have 100, it turns into 108. And it doesn't seem to scale well. So that's one I can think of. The others, I mean, Infernals is cracked. Piercers could be better, actually. Piercers needs to be all damage, in my opinion. Not just anti-air damage. Because Lady A and... Oh, not Lady A, but... Yeah, even Lady A. They all need that little bit of boost, especially when we're talking Fiends and GBG. They're saying the data will be assessed if necessary. Balance adjustments will be implemented to certain set effects during the update patches, so stay tuned. So they're thinking of something. We might even get that one. It's pretty clear. I mean, they did change I think the Hell's Lament, the duration. Stuff like that was a really big help. Although, would we want that duration increase for Matrix now? I don't know. Okay. Question 3: Would it be possible to add an exclude feature for transmutation and variant gems to reduce ineffective rolls and improve the experience of refining gear? I don't know about the whole exclude feature, but I will say that the refining crystals themselves, both the mythic and the Lego, I guess you would call them. I recently redid gear for one of my healers, Ireless, and also I did gear for the Count, and I probably spent 50 recast hammers, but I got really lucky. I got lucky. I pretty much got all the rolls that I wanted with the 50 hammers, but I had 27 refining crystals. I used all 27 of them to try to change 2 stats. Well, I think 25 of them I changed 2 stats, but I got like, if it was attack speed, it went from like 60 to 77. Like there was nothing even close to gold, and that needs to be changed. As well as I've used probably a dozen of the ancient recast refining crystals. That one piece of gear that we did during the dwarven where we had that smithing guide. So that weapon that I have, I've been trying to increase the attack bonus because that was the lowest roll, and I put probably a dozen of those advanced refined crystals, and I haven't even got over what it was. Like, I haven't even got the gold yet. So those are so rare, and they're so expensive if you want to buy them. Like, something needs to change there, in my opinion. And they're already looking, what their answer for that is, they're looking into similar issues for optimization. So in the future versions, they will continuously improve overall player experience for gems, refining, crystal gas, and care. So I don't know. They just kind of say they'll keep an eye on it. Now, if they are actually keeping an eye on it, if they're like, okay, we'll keep an eye on that, and they are keeping an eye on that, and then they're compiling a bunch of data, and then realizing, oh shit, yeah, these gold rolls are costing, if you were to put a dollar value in it, or a W gold value, it's probably costing 20,000 W gold to get the gold roll on one of those refining crystals. So something is a little off there. Hopefully they figured out. Question 4. Arena currently feels discouraging for new players like me due to rigid high rank meta. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna notice your journey has begun, my friend. You're gonna notice that, yeah, if you don't have the certain heroes in early on, especially arena, you're not gonna do very well. I mean, anti-air, I think I got away with like Brienne and Mari up until like Plat 3 and Silas. But with the new heroes, if you're facing in Valar or Ingrid and AoE or whatever, you're not going to do very well. But when you finally get these heroes and you start moving up, you'll move up super quick too. Once you get the heroes, you'll notice that a lot of people with them aren't even using them right, or whatever the case might be in the lower levels. If you're serious about it, you'll move up to platinum real fast, and then you'll realize that heroes and awakenings are only half the battle, and the gear is going to be what's discouraging you after that. So keep on keeping on, my friend, and yeah, you're not there till you're there. You need to make it first. But just keep on summoning, save, do all your campaign trials, save all those diamonds, wait for the good banner of one of the metal heroes that you can use. Valar and Nazar can be used in pretty much all of the arenas on the earlier stages, as well as everywhere else in the game. That's my advice to you. So they're saying they're working on optimization for the arena matchmaking system. They might actually implement new mechanics, like they have the Apex Gauntlet Overlord, whatever the case might be for arena right now. And I think it's kind of like the Honors Gauntlet, where there might be different tags and stuff like that. So randomized stuff. Good stuff. Would you consider adding a pity mechanism to artifact forging, similar to hero summoning, to ensure we can eventually obtain the selected item? They bring in the exclusive forge, but I mean, you're still gonna have to pull 100 copies before you get one. So they are doing it. Ancient artifacts, once you have them maxed out, you've got them maxed out forever. They're never gonna change. So that's why they're so hard to get. Same as gear, I suppose. Once you got it, you got it. And they're saying they'll optimize it, but they probably won't optimize it. They just might make the mythic or the exclusive rate up a little better, being more exclusives in the pool. Yeah. What are they saying? They're saying stay tuned. All right. Question 6. We are concerned that Mina fix was specifically timed to promote Guan Yu instead of adjustments. Could the team clarify your intent to prioritize addressing long-standing bugs to truly improve our experiences? Yeah, the whole Lady Mina thing. The last hero I remember getting reset or whatever nerfed was Boreas. I guess there was one after that. I can't remember who it was, but I thought they would just give us a reset book every time that they do that, because a lot of us don't have the privilege to just throw 5 stones in Mina because she's cool, right? And then not have her just reset, and then to not give a reset book for others It's kind of just like, well, all these guys that have all this excess of soul stones and whatnot just basically got to get like 6 weeks ahead of us on the matrix. They probably grabbed like a half a dozen transmute gems. You know what I mean? With the use of Lady Mina, while we're all still trying to get the 100k chest. Anyways, whatever. I also don't think Guan Yu was there to specifically take over Mina's spot. He's a ground tile unit. I think Akira was actually that hero. So I think they replaced Mina with Akira. And we'll have to see what that's all about. They're just saying it was a bug fix, whatever. I laughed at that. They'll continue to monitor fix all known issues. Well, maybe they should figure that out. They knew when everybody was testing Mina, they're all like, some were like, oh wow, her damage is crazy. Some were like, oh, she's not that good. And then others were like, what are you talking about? She's rivaling A5 Ardea. So they knew about it on the test server. They knew about it when it hit global. Some capitalized on it. Anyways, enough of that. Let's go on. Is it possible to release an exclusive artifact for Ingrid soon? Yeah, we've been waiting for this. They say maybe we'll wait for future announcements. But yeah, Ingrid, let's make her more cracked out in the arena. Can the team reevaluate the recent trend of reward distribution and focus more on refreshing more competitive modes like GVG and Arena? The Arena, I've been there about the rewards. The rewards are what they are. And GVG, they're really good, man. There's like every round of GVG, I walk away with like a couple evolution gems, 3 or 4 other augmentating gems, 3 chests from attacking, like crazy rewards for the GVG. They really put it in. So, and they say that their answer to that, their team's currently planning comprehensive evaluation adjustment for reward output. Pretty standard issue answer from the devs these days. Question 9, there are plans to address the performance issues on mobile, such as lag and freeze during background battles. Yeah, I've noticed that, but I've also noticed my service has been quite shoddy lately. I usually just reset my network settings and then it's all good to go. I don't know. I think there's just too many fast phones out there, and we're just lagging down the system, and they're just constantly trying to upgrade it in real time, and I think that's what we're going through right now as far as that. Maybe it's the game. Maybe I'm wrong. I've known to been wrong before. They're saying thanks for the feedback. The OS, they're saying basically the same thing that you say when you're putting a bug report in the in-game service there, or service request. All right, question 10. Could the team ensure that balance adjustments focus on overall game health and hero diversity, ensuring both PvP and PvE environments remain fair? Yeah, no, that was thrown out the window when everybody started getting A5 Ingrids and stuff like that. Once that happened, it's like, oh, we better bring in Valara. Then once we brought in that, we're like, oh, we better bring in Valesi. And so, no, they're going to... yeah. Yeah, these milestones on the quest thing we got going on there. Oh, where were we? Squirrel. Okay. Yeah, they say their goal is for everybody to have the chance to shine. So they're basically saying when these OP heroes are coming out, just the same thing I've been saying. Save your resources, check out their skills, see what your guild's doing, get your guild to pull them, see what your guild's doing. See what people with the same kind of gear as you is doing with them before you go and spend all your resources on them, because they might not be the Valari that you think they are. All right, question 11. Is it possible to simplify the tedious gear swapping process in GVG? Yeah, they have. The quick affiliate has actually been working quite well. The only thing is, I think what they're saying, what we're saying is we need So when we equip all our heroes for the BP, we want that gear of that hero of that BP like already ready set in the Demon Soldier affiliate page itself, instead of having to go back into your hero page and go through your gear sets and affiliate to BP. So something like that quality of life would save us, 2 minutes, probably, 60 seconds, 120 seconds between swapping over gear. So we're testing our own. So I mean, it's saving some of us probably 30 minutes a day. So I hope they do something more. But like right now, at least the BP isn't all over the place. Like for a while there, you'd quick affiliate and you'd be all of a sudden your fiends would be affiliated to your Ingrid that you affiliated them to, because you affiliated Ingrid to them last week. You know what I mean? Even though that she isn't even equipped right now. So very good stuff there. Hopefully they do something. I mean, they're just basically saying what I just said. There's already a quick affiliate, blah, 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 blah. Kind of funny. Current Gauntlet map feels overly restrictive and with significant reduction in usable ground platform tiles. Yeah, I was thinking about that. They're pretty good. I managed to make 2 teams that were pretty freaking tough to beat. And then yesterday I made 2 more completely different teams that were also very tough to beat. So there's options. You do need the key heroes though. You do need Irelist. You do need Catagrim kind of thing. You need Carnelian maybe. The 2 I did yesterday didn't have Carnelian because they were kind of trickery. But if they would just open up all the ground and platform tiles, what would happen is nobody could beat the system. And what they'll do is they'll bring back those Demon Soldier levels in the Pantheon. And they're saying they're gonna do something about it. They're gonna optimize starting next season. So be diligent on your faction trials, commanders, because if they bring those Demon Soldiers back and you got all these old time players that have been maxed out forever, we will get bubbled. And so yeah, be diligent on your faction trials right now, because if they drop wide open maps in season 14, they're going to bring back the Pantheon bonuses, is what I'm thinking. All right. Could United Front co-op be placed more frequently? Yeah, United Front was pretty cool because you could really see the difference of gear set. Like if it was your Valar or your Nora, you'd both just bring in the same heroes. And the craziest thing, it was like I would be missing 2 rolls from making all my gears quads, and I'd be doing half the damage, I didn't have the A5s, but now I do, but I don't think it'll make a difference. I'd like to see it come back a little more regularly. And they're saying they will. Question 14. I find it difficult to participate in the Tales of the Smith because basic gear leveling... Yeah. Damn straight. All the recast hammers. So we're saying we want the recast hammers, the augmentation gems. We want anything to do with making gear better included with the Tales of the Smith. Sometimes it's like the end of the day and you're just like, oh crap, Tales of the Smith. You don't have time to farm and then just auto enhance everything to level 12. But you've been saving up, you've been wanting to do some whatever, so you go to the forge, you forge, then you increase, and then you add your... Yeah. Everything should count. Everything should count, especially how expensive they are. We've noticed that Guan Yu's exclusive artifact isn't available in the current event shop. Could the team consider adding it as a reward? I don't know about that. I got 2 copies. So I'm not too sure. More direct way. Maybe it's not in the summoning pool, but I got 2 copies, so shit, I'm almost halfway there and he just come out. So it can't be something wrong with that. All right, that's it. That's all. Dev Insight Replies, April 5th, 2026, under 20 minutes. Appreciate your time.